It's your girl, Jay, the High Priestess. Back at it again with your winter solstice pick-up pile general tarot reading messages we've got here for you guys. Messages from the Shadowscapes tarot deck, the Fountain tarot deck, the Lightseer tarot deck, and then we've got the Starseed Oracle at the bottom. So we've got these cute little magnets that I'm in love with. We've got Jupiter. Here we go. Come on. Where he at? Jupiter, Uranus, which I chose Uranus of these because, you know, it is one of the rulers of Aquarius. And then we've got Saturn here. So, you know, take a moment, feel into it, choose which pile, you know, you are drawn to. For personal readings, just slide into my DMs on Instagram, justj_everything. If you want to check out other dope shit I do, definitely hit up justjeverything.com, and we'll be back in a moment with pile one. All right, pile one, you picked the Jupiter little magnet. I freaking love these things. I use them as clarifiers often, and I'm also coming in this blind with you guys, so this is the first time I'm looking at this too. Now from the Shadowscapes deck, we have, the Emperor. So pile one, your messages for the winter solstice happening, you know, on the 21st. It's discipline. It's time to get organized. It's time to make order of this chaos. I also feel like some of you also may be having like, issues with like anxiety or nervousness or chest problems, tightness in your chest possibly. Let's see. I'm trying to get this clear. You also may be harnessing a lot of heart energy, emerging of the head and the heart. Things coming full circle and you really getting the opportunity to grow, to expand. There could be things going on in regards to authority. You may be working for yourself. There may be a new boss. There may be an Aries or someone with heavy Aries or Scorpio placements that's coming in that's going to be very influential. So first card out, the Emperor. Then from the Fountain, Two of Cups. Interestingly enough, some of you may be having a crush or experiencing reciprocity or love, or just, you know, general amorous feelings or really deep friendships with an Aries or Aries, Scorpio, Cancer, I feel like. Possibly Pisces, but also there may be maybe having a crush or a relationship with someone who's in authority to you, so maybe a boss. This could be also some like sugar daddy shit going on. Some of you also may be reconnecting with a father figure or reconnecting with your biological father or hearing from them. Some of you also, I feel like, have an Aries or Scorpio child that you are deeply connecting with, or they are just in need of connection with you. I also feel like some of you are able to get great advice in some way by checking out your natal chart, by diving into your own aspects, diving into your personal planets, possibly even checking into your progressed chart. Like, and if you don't know what that is, please Google it. Don't DM me and ask me. Do your own research. But there either way, by way of organization, by way of establishing structure, there is love, connection, reciprocity, self-soothing, wholeness, just connection, merging in regards to the emotional sector for some of you guys. And then we have the Light Seer. Ooh, with the Wheel of Fortune. Goodness, these are some big cards, Pile One. Feeling on top of the world. But also understand that if you feeling on top of the world, that if you don't, you better appreciate and thank the God of your understanding for the time that you have there. Because just as easily as you got up there, you can fall back down, back down from cloud 9. So be grateful of the good luck that's coming to you. It's interesting that this is Jupiter, the Wheel of Fortune governs this car, or Jupiter governs the Wheel of Fortune. There may be someone with heavy Sagittarius or Pisces placements that you are having feelings for, or you're experiencing deep connection with. I also feel like it's just a good time to just feeling lucky, things feeling in sync, things feeling balanced. You really seeing the big picture in a different way. I also feel like some of you are going to be, those of you who are flying, some of you may experience some turbulence. There may just be some or delays in regards to flying, things of that nature, or having to take emergency flights, things of that nature, having to travel suddenly, or traveling for reasons that you don't necessarily want to be traveling for. That's just something that's coming up. But either way, be grateful for what you got while you got it. Then from the Antique Anatomy Tarot, I think I forgot to list that. Oh, wow. Sorry. Well, we have, what is this? The Knight of Cups. Nice. It's a very amorous time, very creative energy, moving forward by way of greater forces than you. This could be, divine inspiration, getting those of you who are creators, those of you who dabble in the healing arts or anything of that nature as well. There may be inspiration coming to you, opportunities to travel for work, opportunities to travel to create, opportunities. Also, just maybe there could be a love offer coming in. That's definitely what this looks like. This looks like ooey gooey goodness. So, hey, get in while you fit in. And then from the Starseed Oracle, we have wait. It's not time yet. Things are being woven. Wow, look at this fucking card. Oh, that's why I got this. This is just otherworldly. Wait. That's what I'm saying. It's like, wait, be grateful. Just stand, allow yourself to stand in awe. There may be things like signs and wonders, just things getting really in sync for you. And it just synchronicity maybe just popping and you're just like, what? Some of you maybe are waiting for a sign for something. And it's just like, stand in awe of the universe. Stand in awe and just like chill, just breathe. Very, for Rev Fam, very wait at the fountain kind of energy. Like that's what this feels like. It's like, just chill, just stand in awe. Understand that everything is happening in your favor. The universe is conspiring in your favor. Things are being woven. So just chill. All you got to do is float. Just keep swimming. You got this. Things are really coming together. Pile one. And definitely in your favor in a very amorous way. It's just like as long as you get structured, and really some of you are needing to establish structure and discipline in love, in relationships. For some of you, establishing discipline or structure or standing up for yourself is something too. Maybe standing up for the way you want to love in a time when things are changing. But pile one, either way, like Wheel of Fortune at the middle, the center of the reading, things may feel shaky. This love, this relationship, this pursuit, this creative project, this offer, whatever it is, things are feeling shaky, but you are being taught how to stand in awe, how to cultivate faith, how to cultivate patience in the darkness. Some of you may be really like making order of the chaos. Some of you, this love, it's beautiful, it's crazy, but it also just feels foreign to you. And so you're really just having to like stand in patience and faith, in understanding that no matter what happens, it's happening for you. I love you guys. You got this. All right, pile 2, you guys chose the Uranus magnet. If I could get it, it's just, this thing wants to be weird right now. So, okay. There you go. You can kind of see the coolness. I have not looked at these cards, fam, so we're doing this blind. Now, from the Shadowscape deck, we have, ooh, the Chariot. First card out, yes. Moving forward, progress, success, triumph, victory over obstacles. Really feeling balanced, feeling empowered. Look at how she's just like chest out. Say it with your chest. Do it with your chest. Balls to the wall, going forward. This solstice is like really bringing momentum. For some of you, there may be someone very spiritual or very just well-balanced, integrated, nurturing, emotional, maybe heavy Cancer placements, someone that's really, you may be proud of this person, or this person is coming in and helping, or coming in with an opportunity. Though some of you may be really just thriving, but it may be a very emotional time. You may be feeling more sensitive than normal, but also like in that sensitivity, in that vulnerability, really finding strength, really being propelled forward. I think you guys have a really good idea of your trajectory, like where you're trying to go, pile 2. And the Chariot says like fully fucking send it. Yeah, you will overcome. I was just about to say you will overcome. From the Fountain Tarot, we have the 7 of Wands. I feel like you guys have really gained some high ground and you're moving forward. Even like the forward motion here, it's like moving forward into the unknown, moving forward into territory. I'm saying there's something about a trajectory or a goal or something that you're trying to succeed or move forward on. You overcome. There's obstacle. There's definitely like some of you are facing opposition. There may be some haters, some naysayers, and it's really important that you choose your battles wisely, that you don't let your crown slip, that you don't take a step off your throne to like deal with anybody, you know what I mean? Like, you stay focused on you. You keep moving forward. People are gonna have shit to say. Let them fucking say it. But they're gonna say it while they're in your fucking dust. Your dust trail, baby. All right. Then from the Light Seer deck, we have the 8 of Wands. Yes, I'm telling you. Like, bam, expansion. This is very Uranus, like all of a sudden, out of nowhere, things picking up, things feeling electric, things feeling fiery, fireworks, things coming in. I'm telling you, there is like possibly like opposition or obstacles, and it's not anything to be afraid of, because clearly first card out, Chariot, is like whatever is coming your way is going to be just a speed bump, a speed bump. But there is like a picking up of speed, of pace, a picking up of the pace, momentum, propulsion forward. Things may feel like all of a sudden, out of nowhere, everything is like, it's happening a lot. It's happening. Like, it's going so fast. And so that may be something that you guys are having to overcome. There may be just like, some of you, this success sneaks up on you and you're like, what? What? Okay, I guess we gotta. This is what we're doing. And so some of you really need to. I say before this. I mean, the solstice is in a couple days. So whoever sees this and chooses this, like as soon as possible, it's make sure all of your T's are crossed and your I's are dotted, especially in regards to like business or launching something, especially in regards to like legal appeals or custody battles. Just like make sure that you've done your part and that everything is like ready to go, because as soon as you initiate something, it goes fast. It picks up speed very quickly. And then from the Antique Anatomy Tarot, we have the Seven of Cups. Interesting. And that's what I'm saying. This speed, this momentum may be confusing for some of you. A lot of you actually have been whatever it is that you've been fantasizing about, daydreaming about, visualizing, really trying to manifest. It's like happening. It's like, oh shit, like we got this is a thing. We're doing this. This is what we're doing. For some of you, you're really like the pace really confuses you. So it's like if you need help, you need to learn how to ask for it. Also, there are a lot of you that have just too many options, too many romantic suitors, too many creative projects. It's something that like you've got to narrow it down. This is very jack of all trades is a master of none type of energy. It's just like, yeah, things may be blossoming, but the grass and shit grows where you water it. However that fucking line goes. Y'all know what I mean. Anyway, from the Star Seed, wow, from the Star Seed Oracle deck, we have what? I just said what? Wow, water your garden. I just said that. That's weird, guys. But it's like the grass grows where you water it, and it's time to tend to you. So are you tending to yourself? Nourishment, body care, tenderness, rest. That's what I'm saying. Also, it's like there's a balance to this victory. There's a balance required to this success. And it's also you guys chilling the fuck out and really taking care of yourself. Some of you may be having a hard time not working, having a hard time relaxing, having a hard time just like letting go. And for some of you, like all of these, they're all solitary. So it's really important that in your alone time that you're holistically taking care of yourself, like in a really intentional way. Taking care of yourself physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, etherically. Tend to that frequency. Tend to yourself. I feel like also some of you, this is very like hot springs energy, spiritual bath. I mean, y'all know I got that spiritual bath on the low, so go ahead and message me for the customized herbal self-care products. And you can find that stuff on justjeverything.com. But it's time for you to take care of yourself, love. And this solstice, I do feel like, and what's interesting is because this conjunction, the Great Grand Conjunction, is said to look like an elongated star in the sky. So you need to make sure that on that day you're doing something very reverent, and I feel like pouring into yourself and really taking care of yourself. Maybe this is, maybe you decide to capture some energy water on this day, or maybe taking like a bath or outside, or doing some kind of ritual in water if possible. That just could be, it's something, a way to nourish yourself. And for you guys, it's really important that with this success needs to come the self-nourishment and the self-care. I love you. You got this. All right, pile 3, you guys chose Saturn. Here you go. I love these little magnets. They're so cute. And first message out from the Shadowscapes Tarot, I have not looked at this either. Ooh, 5 of Cups. This solstice may be really asking you guys to take a deeper look at your pain. Really being reintroduced to maybe some triggering situations, some things that just kind of doing emotional inventory. What feels like loss? What feels like regret? What feels like remorse? Some of you may be still grieving over a situation, like a third party situation or some kind of infidelity or injustice. Though one of those things, like for some of you, it was like, yeah, there was real love there, but there was also like really fucked up shit there. And so this winter solstice is bringing this stuff back up. And for some of you, you are hanging on or not giving new people a chance because old partners, because of ways that you've been hurt in the past. And so these things are coming back up because it's like, hey, what cycles are we taking in with us for this next year? What habits are we bringing? What baggage are we bringing into 2021? And this is a heavy suggestion, like, here's your sign. It's time to really take some emotional inventory on your emotional baggage and what still feels intense or too heavy. It's just time to take a look at it and let go, says the Fountain Tarot with the 4 of Pentacles here. There may be some of you dealing with a Capricorn. Some of you dealing with loss in regards to Capricorn. Someone that has Capricorn, heavy Capricorn placements, Capricorn Sun, Moon, or Rising. Also, I feel like some of you may have really are stressing out about financial loss. Maybe some of you have lost a home that you've liked, or a living situation that you liked, really feeling isolated, operating out of fear, operating out of lack, operating out of scarcity. Some of you really preparing for winter. Some of you are really dealing and combating seasonal depression. And that's something to get on top of. Go ahead and start really loading up on vitamin D, 5-HTP, magnesium. How are you sheltering yourself? How are you comforting yourself? What do you need to let go of? What are you clinging to? There may just be pain with an earth sign or a water sign that it's time to let go of. And from the Light Seer deck, we have the 8 of Cups, and not only let go of, but turn your back on. Turning your back on comfortability, turning your back on your comfort zone, or the way it used to always be, the way that it was. Leaving an emotional state, leaving an overly emotional place to more grounded, more stable footing, and heading towards your passion, heading towards the light, heading towards joy, success, support. Turning your back on just the thick of it. This was just too much. You guys know what this is. Saturn, of course. This is like, of course, you know, Saturn, like with Saturn, you gotta learn the fucking hard way always. But just as much as Saturn makes you learn the hard way, Saturn also makes sure that you get fucking rewarded. And it's like, if you just turn your back on the bullshit, turn your back on the fear, on the, oh my God, no one, it'll never be like this. No one will ever love me. I'm nothing. I'm just going to stay in this shitty position because I'm scared of the pandemic and not getting a job. I'm not going to launch my business because I'm scared of the pandemic and what people will say. I'm not going to pursue that person because of how, you know, this other person fucked me up, or I'm not going to pursue the one I love because of how I fucked up and I really need to look at myself. This is This feels really heavy. This feels big and transformative. But like I said, the way that Saturn restricts, it also will reward. And the cost, according to the Antique Anatomy deck, is the Four of Swords. The cost is you taking the time out to do the meditation, to do the shadow work, to look at the daggers in your heart, to look at whatever it is that you guys are clearly in recovery of. Some of you, someone may be leaving you, or you may have left someone, or you're recovering from someone leaving you in the past. Some of you really clinging to old cycles, old outdated fears. And the Four of Swords is like you need rest. You need to get clear. You need to get quiet. This is the tool. This is the tool that you, of all of this, it's like this is the action card. Like, this is what needs to happen. And that's meditation, alone time, quality time with yourself. Maybe yoga, working out, getting regimented about working out. What needs to happen is creating a firm foundation in regards to your mental health and your mental stability. Creating a sacred space, leaving what is too heavy, leaving the past behind, leaving the loss, the angst, the remorse, the fear, leaving it all behind and going into a more peaceful place. And then from the star seed, we have baby steps. I love how this is working out. It's just like, okay, just take the steps. And even here, she'd only take 2 steps. 3 baby steps, 1 step at a time. But it's like the Four of Swords in the normal tarot, or the regular Rider-Waite-Smith deck, he's laying down in restful prayer position. But here, baby step says action. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. Wow, we're gonna circle back to this too. Action. That meditation is an action. Meditation is a verb. Rest is a verb. Sleep is a verb. Self-care is a verb. Those are actions. Those are things that are needing to be done for yourself. And when you go inward and get quiet first, like the Four of Swords asks you, you'll see which direction to take these baby steps. And this also makes me think of, shout out Umber Khan, Rev fucking Fam for life. Her most recent podcast, I need to sleep. Her most recent podcast has this line that says, I wrote it down somewhere else, but it's like, sometimes I wonder how difficult my life would be if I needed things to make sense before I did them. And this says, follow your intuition before it makes sense. That's what I'm saying. There is so much faith being cultivated for you guys once you leave this bullshit behind. You really get and that's the reward that Saturn gives you. It's just like, I did it my way. I trusted. I stepped out in faith. I stepped out of this, ickiness. I stepped out of this comfort zone. I stepped out of this situation that wasn't what I thought it was. I stepped out of this shitty job, out of this shitty marriage, this shitty relationship, or this shitty mindset. I stepped out. And in that action of stepping out, I'm taking another action to quiet myself and calm myself and listen and reconnect to the divine and make baby steps forward. You got this. I love you. Mwah.